do the honors.
Have you guys ever believed that alien life exists out there?
It looks like one a lot of times.
Good one.
If he was an alien, he would have been a beautiful alien.
Thank you.
You know, he would probably get all the
I appreciate
alien girls out there.
I could even get some human girls, bro.
I'm pretty
Even with my alien looks.
that I agree with. And I don't know how aliens...
Girls did tell me before that I'm out of this world. Hey, man.
Oh man! So we have an alien among us.
We have an alien among
We're
us.
lucky.
But what were you
Yes,
saying?
I don't even know what alien females would look like because all the pictures.
I don't want to imagine.
Right? I mean, I don't know if you guys seen the the thing that they discovered in Mexico. They said we found like skeleton remains of some aliens.
Yeah, the mummified.
The mummified aliens.
Yeah.
Right? And
I heard that was cake.
I swear that looked like.
Yeah, have you seen that show on
That was
Netflix?
cake.
Have you seen that show on Netflix?
What?
Is it cake?
Oh yeah.
Bro, it's trippy, man. Anything is cake. Everything is cake.
Like everything around.
Like a microphone, the cake. The tables, the cake. You have to guess. The contestants have to guess which one's cake.
It makes it really
They
realistic.
look really realistic. There's some memes on.
Yeah, it's crazy. Everything is cake, but those mummies might be cakes.
No, I heard it. I saw another picture.
It's been debunked. Oh, was it? No. I think somebody else did that video.
What?
I think somebody else made a video.
No, they were not cake.
They made a cake out of
That
it?
wasn't them. Like that was separate. Yeah,
It looked like a mummified alien, bro.
yeah. That's what they're saying. It's not. It's been debunked. I saw a few.
No, not just like look. Okay, here's the thing. Right? It's not just the aliens that they found in Mexico. Think about it. In order for aliens to come here,
Yeah.
they're a more advanced species, right?
Yeah.
They're supposed.
So why are they hiding from us? Like, why don't they just come and take over? Why do they want to come and be like, surprise? Okay, we'll leave it. Like, why?
These are their scouts. They're not here yet.
Okay, well, even if we see the scouts and they leave and they never come back, we're gonna be like, what was that?
Yeah, because every time they come here, we kill them. So they don't.
They're more advanced.
They
There's
never
no
make
way
it
we
back.
Kill them.
And for some reason, I always think, every time the aliens are trying to come to Earth, I think the travel agent there sucks. He only has two places. Yeah.
U.S.
He only has like
U.S. or
Texas
Mexico.
or
Yeah.
maybe Mexico. Like
Yeah.
these two places only.
It's just the North and South America. That's it.
Exactly.
Nowhere else.
Bro, just make contact already. Like how many? Okay, for the last 60 years since we've had alien sightings, like how many scouts are you? What are you scouting? Like,
Yeah.
like,
Exactly.
people on Earth have gone all around Earth. They're done scouting.
Yeah.
They kicked it off their bucket list, but the aliens are still scouting.
They're still scouting because they're like one will survive, but all the scouts keep dying, so nobody reports back.
It's like every time they come,
So
Okay.
you have to send new scouts
Okay.
until it's safe to come here.
Okay, so chat, logically make it make sense. They have the power. We've barely been able to get to Mars.
Right.
Okay, and we know there's no aliens on Mars.
That we know of.
Okay, we have Elon Musk told me there's none.
Okay.
Okay, so they come here from like a different galaxy.
Yeah.
They have means to come here. And somehow, humans, we have this crazy capture and destroy mission going on with them. Not only do we capture them, kill them,
Yeah.
then hide it from the public.
Mhm.
Like, don't you think the government want to be like, yo, especially the US, they'd be like, nobody can mess with us, not even the aliens. We
So-
just killed them and we jacked all their stuff.
you know what's funny? They say there's aliens. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard. A couple of months ago, there was a U.S. Foreign Renaissance officer, David Grush, I believe his name was. He came on here and he said, he publicly admitted. So now it's official now because it's a government official, ex-government official. Now he said that there is aliens out there and there's UFO sightings. Where is the proof? They're spilling the beans, but the beans are not there. Like, we don't see the beans.
Empty bags.
Empty bags.
Interesting.
I don't know why they're trying to shove it.
Well, probably distraction from something else, most likely. But to answer your question, what's going on to make it make sense? Few theories. I'll start with one. They came here a long time ago, and they found a nice little corner on Earth, and they were having grand old time. They're like, "Oh, this is a great planet. We got fruit. We got crops. This that." grand old time, and then their grandkids is what we're discovering, and they didn't have a way to get
How
back.
they die?
Natural cause, just
Oh my
cancer
God.
probably, but
So now we believe in these ugly-looking aliens. They come here,
ugly to you.
bro.
Mm.
Okay,
Wherever they come from, they're probably like Brad Pitt.
their mom thinks they're pretty.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's
They
usually.
got a face only their mother can love. Yes.
No, people are into weird things. Maybe
Yeah.
somebody
Look,
loves.
look. Okay,
Yeah.
I believe there's things happening that we cannot make sense of, and the easiest thing to think of is because outside of this Earth, there's a lot of things going on.
Mhm.
Is there life, outside of here? Okay, maybe. It's maybe like the jinns or something like that messing around, bro. Who knows?
Probably.
As per science, there should be.
What?
As per science, if evolution is what we're going by, there should be other planets where this is
Life
possible.
forms.
Life forms possible.
Yeah, but we can't get to them. They can get to us. So, like, don't you think there should be like a United Nations type of deal, or like, okay, help,
Listen.
like a few of us, like, I'll sign up. Like, take me back to where you're from. Let's sit down, talk, and figure things out.
Yeah,
I'm down for
that's
it.
one. So there's a reason
Mm.
Mr. Trump, as soon as he learned about this, he's like, I need a space force. Because he got scared. He's like, you know what? We could be attacked any minute. We need a space force.
Mm.
What did he see? Why did he say that?
And
That's my question.
And I believe if there's one person that can communicate with aliens
It's him.
properly, it has to be Donald Trump. There's no one else.
Shout out my guy
Who we
Donald
want?
Trump.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's only him, and it's got me thinking. This alien thing.
Mm.
Let's say these aliens were real, and they came down, and there was like a cricket match. They started playing cricket.
It's like the Lagan, but with
Like,
aliens.
Exactly.
Mm.
Lagan, but with aliens.
With aliens.
The stronger team. Are we the stronger team, or are they the stronger team?
We would have to be the stronger team.
I
Because
mean,
They got alien powers.
Yeah, they got superpowers. Right?
They hit the
They
ball.
got-
The ball doesn't even
they're
come
supposed
back.
to be, they're supposed to be smarter than us.
but it's our sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's our.
So they're playing our sport, so we are supposed to be the stronger team.
Yeah, we will be a stronger team. If we
Okay,
have
first of all, what
team.
language do they speak? Because like, can we communicate?
Language
with
of
them?
cricket.
All right. Okay. So
Why
so they came. We explained them. Okay. So we said, okay, look, this is a match for Earth.
Yes.
If we lose,
Yeah.
Okay. So we decided that if one thing as humans we're gonna do, we're gonna play them a cricket match.
Mm-hmm.
If you lose,
For the protection, for the survival of this planet.
for the survival of the human species, bro.
Yeah.
If we lose, we have to go to Mars. That's it.
If we lose, we're slaves.
Okay.
It ups the ante.
All right. Pick your roster.
And if they win, we go. I mean, that's gonna have to be a deadly roster. I mean,
I mean, the way Rohit Sharma batted today, he's definitely out of the world. Alien, number one. He's opening for my alien team
Yeah.
against aliens.
I mean, we'll figure him out real quick. We're trying to talk about people. We're trying to set up a team that they will not be able to figure out. Like I'm talking about guys that are gonna play and not be able to be figured out. Like Umar Akmal.
Okay.
You know, something.
I think we can pick him as a cheerleader outside.
Yeah. That's a better.
He dances really well.
Yuzdundir Chahal would definitely make that team. With his antics and all that he does, I swear to God, I think that guy would make the team for sure.
Okay.
You got to put Imran Tahir in there then.
Yeah.
Imran Tahir, yeah. Okay.
Just aliens trying to catch him the whole time.
I'd put Hassan Ali in there just for fun.
Yeah.
Hassan, Hassan.
I think he would be the captain.
He would distract them.
He'd be the captain. So
Yeah.
give him the captain. We can't figure him out here. How are they going to be able to figure him out?
Yeah.
That's
That's a fair point.
That's a good start. That's
Yeah.
good top 4 players we got in there.
Yeah, exactly. And we can keep going. Who else is weird? From
I mean, like, look, we cannot just put the weirdos against the aliens. We're definitely getting slaved. So here's we have it. We talk to Trump. We tell him we're gonna have this match. We put all the weirdos.
Why
in
is
the
Trump in
match.
charge?
I'll tell you why.
Oh, okay.
Because we're most likely gonna lose the match. As soon as we lose the match, we nuke the place, and that's it's not just.
Back home style, just stick with bat they got
Yeah,
that.
I'm taking it. You thought you
taking
were
this
gonna
back.
slave us? Nobody. We slave ourselves.
Go get your own bat.
Get your own bat.
get your own way.
But
Victor Bhagibaj.
that's a nice zip up, bro.
Oh, bro.
I like it. Mashallah, tabarakallah, bro. That's
Record chase.
You had to represent. You had to represent.
yeah, that's looking nice. That's looking nice. I'm feeling it.
So I'm the only one who hasn't worn the star yet.
You're the only one who haven't.
I gotta order one first.
and you're in the dead center of our screen. So I don't know.
Maybe
right here for people to see right here.
other side.
Right here.
You know what? I have a pin. I'll give you a pin. You
Okay.
can put the pin on.
Do you know how to stitch?
No, I think I'm
It's-
sure he has
no,
a
it's
thing.
like a-
Yeah,
Little needle.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking.
Actually, I might even have it right now.
That's okay.
Do you know how to sew?
But you know the thing is, you don't deserve it yet. Are
Yeah.
you worthy of wearing a star?
I mean, all my predictions are coming true. I don't know what you're talking about.
predictions,
Hassan Ali, 4 wickets. What you mean?
bro. I
He
mean,
got the aliens.
I
And
told,
he's gonna play against the aliens. He selected him already.
listen. I told you guys about Hassan Ali. I said, look, we don't like him because there's not a whole lot going on there, but somehow the guy finds a way to get wickets.
No, he's a good bowler, definitely. But it's only been one game. You know, it's just okay. This was a game against Sri Lanka, right?
Yeah.
Australia, India, New Zealand, South Africa, England. If he performs against at least 3 out of those 6 teams that are left, all those top class teams, good teams, 3 out of 6 teams he performs against them and wins us at least 2 games, 3 games. I have respect for him. I still have respect for him.
But
You
know the thing is,
earn my respect as a
look,
comeback.
you know, if you look at Haris Rauf, right? He's the pace machine. He's got that pace, but the thing is, you cannot deliver on like he can consistently bowl over 145.
Yeah,
he can consistently do that, right? Like over 140 for sure.
Yeah,
right? But within putting that much pace, like in 10 overs that you're coming out, like so if you look at it, like you know, as the spell goes on, you know, the performance starts coming down. Like for both these guys, if you look at Shaheen and Haris, right, the first 2 or 3 overs they bowl are the most critical for them. Shaheen is not even because Shaheen had pace.
something's going on. That pace isn't there right now,
bro. It's the knee.
But he was bowling faster in Asia Cup.
He's tripping out about it because did you see in the game? Like you know, they rolled it up. He had like bandage around his knee, and the guy's spraying.
Maybe it's bothering him again.
It's not. What it is like you start getting hesitant when you have a big injury like that.
Yeah,
you start getting hesitant, right? Like for example, if you know from the basketball world, if you look at D Rose, right, like the biggest superstar of his time, blows out a knee, comes back,
not the same.
Is not the same. He's tripping out, blows out another knee. It was a long. He's still sick. Like you still see some class here and there.
Yeah, here and there.
Rose, but he himself says he had to rewrite who he was as a player because he couldn't be the same player anymore, right? So in the back of his mind from that injury, it's always like it's not like a muscle issue or a cramp. Like if his knee's bothering him, it goes, he's gone. If he hurts the same knee again, he's probably done. Like as a fast bowler, you're done, bro. You don't really have a career. So I think he's tripping out about that. But what he can do is stop messing around and try to just find the pace and then just go full. You know, like go back to the basics, bro. And that's exactly what Hassan Ali does. He knows he doesn't have a lot of pace, so he'll bowl a better line, better length.
Yeah.
And he's more consistent.
Do the variations,
He's more consistent.
Shaheen, every time he's doing something on the field, he's very fragile. I've seen he's very fragile. Every time the ball goes to him in the field, man, I get scared. I'm like, yo, इसने एक move करनी है इधर उधर.
Yeah.
और इसका कुछ ना कुछ निकल आना है. इसलिए भी knee की भी problem हुई भी है, फिर finger की भी problem हुई भी.
Like especially playing in a ground like Dharamshala.
Exactly.
You know what it is? The climate is the soil is moist. It's a lot softer. So when you're trying to dive onto that, you dig into it. So you know your foot gets caught or something like that. You know, it's a big concern.
It's a big concern. And Shaheen, I mean, when you know you have obviously when you're on the field, you have to put your 100% out there, but you got to be smart about it. You got to be smart about it. You have let's say if your hand's injured, you don't have to put your hand in front of a ball that's coming at you with, like, let's say you bowl and then the batsman hits it right at you, and you know you have a problem in your finger.
Yeah.
I'd rather tell him let it go. Don't put your hand at the ball.
Yeah.
Don't try to stop it.
Don't try to.
4 runs.
Saving the 4 is not more important than you getting injured for
the rest of the tournament.
And
I don't think you have enough time to kind of process that,
bro. But the thing is like you think about it proactive. You ask the captain, like, yo, I don't want to field over there because that's what I'm going to be required to do.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if you come like to slips or something, or you're inside the circle, you're not. You might have to do some more athletic stuff, but you don't have to chase and dive as much as you would do if you're on
He's
the
just
rope.
diving all
Yeah.
over the place. I was like,
Yeah, preserve your body a little bit.
Bro, even before he got injured, I don't know if you guys seen, but Shahid Afridi was literally like, he had a statement out like that. He was like, I told this guy not to be diving around like that. You're a fast bowler.
Yeah.
You're prone to injury. Already.
Yeah, remember those days back in the day, our fast bowlers would only field at like third man finally. You would never see them in the front.
Yeah.
But that's changed. I think him and like his class has kind of changed that for Pakistan. But yeah, no, definitely he hasn't been himself, and Pakistan definitely needs him. You need that guy to click. You don't really have a new ball bowler. Mohammad Wasim doesn't bowl that new ball, right? You can't have Hassan Ali and Haris Rauf bowling the new ball together.
Just bowling lineup पे हम इतना depend कर रहे थे.
Yeah. No, they hyped. They hyped us up about it. Right? Yeah. Bro, they hyped us out about it, right?
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, world #1 bowling attack right now. Naseem,
Yeah.
Shaheen.
Yeah, and Naseem went down, and then
Shaheen. Everything is like, okay, well, but you know what?
कुछ सदके देने चाहिए इनको.
Yeah, for sure.
Fingers crossed, man. ये हारिस रऊफ जो है ना, इसकी भी fitness जो है ना, like Malik has की fitness का ये भी जो है ना, he is a little. I mean, yes, he's a little bit much better built.
Yeah.
But his.
But he exerts a lot of energy in his action.
Exactly.
It's very stiff. Like if you look at his action. Yeah.
और वो जो है ना उसकी वो back spasm उसकी जो भी उसके वो back spasm की वजह से वो Asia Cup से निकला था ना.
Yeah.
Same thing. I'm just praying that he pulls through this World Cup somehow. I hope the management and captains are being smart about the team selection in different teams.
Well, they don't have. Well, I guess you should be able to play anybody in your 15, but they don't have the luxury in the next two games, right? You're playing India, then you're playing Australia, right? So, but the good thing is you do have that big break between the two games, so you're almost like a 6-day break from India to Australia. So maybe
I don't know if that good break is like the long break is good for these guys or bad, because sometimes they have too much time. You know, the cake comes back into play. You know.
But they still practice. They still practice.
The thing is, bro, is like when a tournament is going on, you know, if you have too much time to think, you get into your own head sometimes, you know. So the rest is important, but like the thing is like, okay, the management might say, okay, you have 3 mandatory practice, right, within those 3 days. How many of the other ones are going to be like, okay, like, you know, like I'm not going to start going and visiting India because this is the first time I'm here. I don't know if I'm ever going to be allowed back here.
Yeah.
What if they start doing things like that, you know?
Yeah.
You remember that, what was it, England World Cup? You know, the guys like, oh, ye pizza kha rahe the, raat ko partiyan kar rahe the, burger kha rahe the.
That guy got famous because of that.
Yeah. So, but
yeah, no, it's definitely something the team management. I think I really like what Shoaib Malik said. He said he needs to sit down with the team physios and just have a conversation. Just be like, hey, this is what's bothering me. How do I protect myself from getting further? You know,
I mean, look, the problem. Yeah, so like you're not a child, so like maybe, you know, you should have that open conversation.
Yeah.
You know, like, yo, I'm not feeling my 100%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But again, you know, like overall, I think it was a good performance by Pakistan.
Bro, they really brought it back. The last 20 overs in the bowling, they brought it back because that could have easily been over 400.
Over 400 games.
Easily, sure. Right? They were like 220 in like 30, 31 overs, something like that. So that was amazing. Last 20 overs, they brought it back. They pulled themselves together. Batting, no risk-free cricket. Like even Imam's wicket, you know, he just kind of got caught on that short ball again.
He always gets caught on that.
Yeah, he's got to pick that. Either leave it or like pick it early. You know,
short ball, he's a little.
Yeah.
He's a little.
And the thing is, bro, these all the boards know, right? Like they study the players, so they know what bothers each one of the players. The bowlers know. So that why do you think he's just getting that short ball for that exact
reason? Yeah. So he's gonna make the adjustment on that for sure. And then Babar just getting unlucky on that tickle, right? So overall, the batting, Saud Shakil, like beside from the 2 centuries, right? I think everybody chipped in. Like, if the car came in, he was confident, got the job done. Like, let's go home.
Yeah, I mean, look, fuckers out. You're not gonna. Right now, you have to, you know, back up, you know, Abdullah Shafiq right now.
Yeah, but you could play him for Imam.
Who?
Fakhr.
Bro, come on. Not right now.
No, you could. Like, he's not scoring either.
Who?
Imam. Right.
Yeah, but the thing, something is wrong with, like, you know, the thing is, like, something is wrong with their opening pair, you know, and in my opinion, and this is my opinion, right, and it just goes back to it's a longer debate, it's the same thing as like Rizwan and Babar opening in T20s, right?
Right.
Bro, Babar doesn't have to be one down. And I'll tell you why, right? You don't have to be one down because you're losing early wickets still. You don't have a good opening stance. Like they're not giving you something set up. So you're walking out there with, the situation is not really like the one that you can just come out there and just have a ball. No.
Yeah, but I believe that's a very negative approach. It's just because look at this. Batting, we did it this time too. So
Yeah.
Babar got out early, and then Rizwan and Saud Shakir, those guys took up the responsibility. Like he said, if the Khar came in and he chipped in, Abdullah Shafiq was playing. So, I mean, one down, two down, doesn't really matter. कि Babar का बार है, अगर दो early wickets भी गिर जाती हैं. I mean, look at that. What's it called? Australia-India game.
Yeah.
2 for 3, right?
Yeah.
Kohli was still one down.
Yeah.
Kohli never changed his position.
Yeah.
He comes in, scores 100.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is, look. There's nothing wrong with Babar. There's nothing wrong with you're not scoring runs. That's fine. But like when you're not doing it, maybe like before. Remember, like Pakistan was like experimenting a lot, in the previous matches we've seen before the World Cup, like with their lineups, right?
Yeah.
I think like if you're doing it for everybody else, I think you yourself should be flexible every now and then as well, right? Just you don't have to do it all the time, but just once in a while you can be like, okay, you know what? The pitch conditions are different. The ball's still a little bit newer, Go have a day.
I think I'm with Umair on this one. I think you have to back yourself and know that you can do that regardless, because he opens the T20. It's not like he doesn't play the new ball, right?
But even that was a concern for a while.
Yeah, but you go through these patches as a player. Everybody goes through these patches. Like Shaheen's going through one, and Babar, I don't think he's really going through the patches. Like first game Netherlands, he just picked the fielder, right? It was a good shot. He was looking good. He just
got unlucky. Even the last game.
Yeah, last game unlucky, right? It's just a matter of them just finding the rhythm, or him alone, right? Because the rest of the guys are doing well, and which is kind of what I liked in the Netherlands game too. That everybody got to bat in like a game situation, right? So just you want that, right? India, hasn't tested the lower order yet, right? So in a crunch game situation, if you haven't played in like 4 games, right? You can practice as much as you want, but the game is different.
Yeah.
So if you haven't played in 4 games, to come out and perform and win the game for your team might be difficult. So you constantly want your players to kind of rotate. So I kind of understand that point, but like at the same time, Pakistan is getting that opportunity regardless.
Yeah, they are, but here's my concern, right? And maybe it's just the trauma of being like a Pakistani fan, right? It's just that I was a lot more at ease when Rizwan was playing. Had Rizwan gotten out, who's going to carry the torch? Right?
I think you're just way too emotionally invested in this Pakistan team, which is amazing because that's a true.
The thing is, you have to be, because you're about to face a giant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right now they look like they have no chinks in their armor.
Bro, they dominate both teams.
Yeah, exactly. And
well, okay. Australia, India was not a domination until the later half.
After
the catch drop, things could have been different. But, yeah, and we kind of touched on that earlier too. Yeah, I think that's if you notice, that's been a theme. We kind of touched on this earlier too, that the caliber of these players is so high. You give them that chance, they're going to punish you, right? Abdullah Shafiq yesterday, right? Same Kusal Mendes, right? Imam drops him, scores 100. Bro, amazing! Like
Kusal Mendes, oh my god, bro! Oh my god, bro! These guys,
so you can't drop a guy like that.
You can't.
So teams need to understand that. So Australia, that game could have been, because that was a slow wicket, 200 could have been defendable if they took that catch, right?
Yeah.
So
that fourth, it was 2 for 3. It could have been 2 for 4.
Well, it was later on. Like Kohli was on 12, but like it would have been like under 20 run. Yeah, under 20.
6 wickets and
still 180 runs to go. So that could have been the difference. Even yesterday, Abdullah Shafiq, the mix up at the boundary, if that catch was taken, it would have been a different game for Sri Lanka, right? So these catches are so important. You can't drop these guys at all.
Kusal Mendes was dropped, right?
Yeah, Imam. And he scored 100.
It's still not to take away from highest ever run chase in World Cup.
Amazing, yeah,
amazing. That's a good thing to have on your side.
And that took comfortable, risk-free, comfortable chase.
Comfortable. What I loved seeing though, even closer to the very end, when Rizwan hit the ball, came and he was so in control. The face of the bat is coming down. It was no risk because he knew he had to
pull shots.
Amazing.
The 2 shots to Madhushankar, that pull shots
on the no ball, right? Yeah.
On the no ball too.
Yeah.
Holy, that was beautiful.
No. You see a guy like Rizwan, and then they were he's in a post
match
game interview, right? And then they're like, oh, what's different about you? He's like, मुझे तो बस मेहनत ही पता है. He's like, मैं मेहनत ही कर सकता हूँ. He's like, पहले मैं 6 पे खेलता था, फिर मैं मैनेजमेंट से ऊपर आया हूँ, तो मुझे लगता है कि ये गेम मेरे पास हमेशा से थी.
पहले मैं 6 पे खेलता था, फिर मैं 5 पे आया.
He's not as bad like that. But the crazy thing about him is, bro, he has a great fan following right now.
Yeah.
If people find him, like, he's like a good looking dude, and his hair is always like,
he's always fixing it.
Always fixing it. As soon as he takes his helmet off, he fixes his hair.
Pakistan finally has a good looking team. Before he,
what are you trying to say, bro?
I'm just trying to. I'm just saying.
This guy's offside.
When
he's putting people as aliens. Now he's to a good team.
No. It's not that. I'm just saying. Like, everybody's beautiful in their own way. But I'm just saying.
To their mom.
Aesthetics.
It's easy on the eyes.
It's easy on the eyes.
It's easy on the eyes.
Like 2014, you pull up the team and you'll be like, yo. I mean, against Australia, it's like,
what's going on?
What's going on? But now, mashallah.
No, another thing I wanted to kind of touch on, like, shout out to India, man. Like, the fans, bro. I think I messaged you right after that happened.
Yeah.
I was watching and it was low volume, and then I thought I could hear them saying "Jeetega bhai jeetega," and I was like, wait a second. So I turned the volume up, and that's exactly what they were doing, and the crowd was going wild.
That's shout out to the DJ because he started doing.
But the thing is, as fans, like, the thing is, there's so much like political stuff that you don't think that's possible, and then you get there and
or maybe
it doesn't matter, but it's still they're still Indian.
To get Pakistan hyped up so much. No, and one, I think they know Pakistan's weakness is way too much. You get them hyped up, and all of a sudden, crash and burn.
Their back is not against the wall. I think they have support. No, I think shout out to Indian fans, 100%.
Amazing.
And
I've said this before that, like there were people,
people want nothing to do with politics, bro.
I was having chats with a couple of my friends, and they said, that India, watch when Pakistan plays, India is going to be like all over these guys. I'm like, nah. India is actually a crowd that appreciates cricket, good cricket too.
Yeah, they were both sides. They were supporting both sides.
They were supporting both sides. It was an exceptional performance from Pakistan, and they recognized that, they supported that, and that's what Indian fans do. When every time Australia is playing any West Indies, whoever, name it, these guys always come out and support good cricket. They never have that type of bias unless it's a home team.
And of course it was neutral crowd, right? And they were supporting their neighbor, right? It's closer to them. That's their neighbor, and they were playing.
Both of them are. Both of them are cool.
It's a little bit further.
Okay, fine.
A little bit further.
But it was great to see, man. I love that the stadium was pretty much packed.
More expensive.
And that was another thing. I think the lower bowls are expensive. Those were empty, but like the top tiers, like all of them were full.
Yeah,
it was really good to see. Like the house was getting packed.
And what do you guys think about the attendance now?
Attendance much better.
Attendance is
so much better. Yeah.
Pakistan, Sri Lanka, India, Afghanistan game, and then.
Netherlands was the only one that wasn't there, but
they're finally waking up.
They're just participating.
But no, they're playing good cricket.
To the Dutch,
but look, I don't know what I think I might have been smoking something when this guy was talking about 400 games, because in my mind, you're still thinking like ODI cricket, you think like, 400 is like so far, right? Bro, the tournament fours, like we're 9 matches in. It's over, bro. It's over 400. It's over 400 fours in 9 matches already been scored.
And 110 sixes.
106s, so that tells you that there is still that like T20 has changed the game so much.
Flat decks.
Yeah. These are
batting decks. You can hit with your eyes closed. If you're,
do you think they did that for entertainment purposes, or that's just how the pitch?
That's just how the pitches are.
Everybody's like having a ball. All the crowd, the viewers everywhere. Look at us. I mean, like, it's a record chase.
Like, look, I was watching the highlights.
Yeah.
And there's so many boundaries.
But they have to skip boundaries on highlights,
bro,
just to make the video shorter.
No, the Sri Lanka innings, when they got up to 344, there were so many boundaries. I was like, we are getting annihilated right now.
And if you guys have noticed, openers have been scoring. There's not a single game where the openers haven't put on good runs.
Yeah.
Like from game one, I think 7 games have been played, right?
Yeah.
Nine.
9 games have been played.
Yeah.
I think 5 or 6 of them have had openers scoring. Like
We have already have 9 centuries.
Yeah. Yesterday there was 4, and then Rohit Sharma today.
Oh, so 10. So we have 10 centuries already.
Yeah. So that's crazy, man. Even I think Shahidi missed out on his 100, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He was doing so well. That Afghani team is doing actually really well. They're doing it. They're just getting unlucky. Their batsmen are not carrying through, but all of them are getting starts. All of them are getting starts.
It's just the inexperience, which makes sense that it's their second World Cup, right?
Yeah.
Big tournament. All the teams that are already established are going to come hard at them, and I mean you're playing against India today.
But what you watch the game today? Now watch the game with Pakistan. It's going to be a lot closer. It's going to be a lot closer. And we're gonna really think like, is it the same team that was just playing India a couple times?
I mean, they also catch a rhythm through the tournament, right? So they're on the uptick, right? So they're doing really well. Secondly, the game tonight, we've had 1 close game out of 9. I guess Pakistan Sri Lanka is the only close game that you can call. Right. I mean, they were in control.
Yeah.
Right. But a wicket or 2 here and there, it could have changed the game completely. So that's the only close game that you can say happened so far.
There were a few close games, right? I mean, there were a few others.
No, the other ones you kind of knew. Like they got, they started off like it could have gone either way, but then after 10, 15 overs, you knew which way the game.
There's no nail biters that you can be like, last 5 overs, team needs 60 runs, and you're like glued to your seat, like what's gonna happen?
I think those games are.
Hopefully, tonight's a good game, right?
Because these are because you always find the start of World Cup or like
Who do we got tonight? Who do we have tonight?
South Africa, Australia.
South Africa.
It's a really good game. Another 400 coming.
This one, I can join you. I mean, saying that it might go 400 because Australian and South Africa.
They always go at it.
They always go at it.
They have a history. Yeah.
That was the first 400 ODI game, Australia and South Africa.
Yeah.
That's where South Africa
and they chased it.
down.
I think, I think this is going to be a close game. It's not going to be one-sided. I think this is going to be a close game.
You know what? Overall, like, if you look at every team, there's some really good teams right now.
Yeah.
Like, there's some, there's people in form, like whether it's New Zealand.
Yeah.
England is the only one where it's just kind of like a little iffy
Milan scored 100. Right? And Root scoring 50 every game. He's just not.
Of course, you're the defending champion, so they still got that going for them. But overall, I think if you look at the teams, like even for me, it's like the only sort of questionable team is probably like Bangladesh right now, which just seems so out of it altogether. Like I don't know what to say about
they don't look like
Sri Lanka.
They don't look like a unit.
I feel like Sri Lanka is having a worse time than there because Sri Lanka doesn't really have other than the spinners, they don't have any pacers that can kind of take on the bat.
But their batting is good right now, bro.
Their batting is fire.
You can say the same thing about Pakistan right now. Like our batting is saving us, but our bowling is questionable all around. Right?
That is true.
So we're not that far off from Sri Lanka. And keep in mind, we just played such a close match in Asia Cup. Same team.
Same team. That's true.
And the last time Pakistan played India, it was basically like a lopsided affair after the day 2 of the ODI.
Day 2.
Right?
Day 2 of the ODI.
Going by the theme of the batting so far in the World Cup, I don't think any total is safe. I don't care what you score as a team in the first inning. If the other team is willing and puts their mind to it, I think even 400 is chaseable on these grounds.
I think you're about to see, and you're going to watch in today's game, you're going to see a lot of different strategies being employed. Because now everybody's realized, like, hey, we can bat, but how are we going to get wickets?
Yeah.
And I think now...
Hang on to your catches.
Well, hang on to your catches, number one. So fielding has to improve, but you're going to see a great show of fielding today because Australia dropping a catch, knowing that that could have changed the fate of the match. They're going to come back harder, right? Yeah. South Africa is always known as a very athletic, solid fielding unit.
Who do you think has a better fielding unit right now, South Africa or Australia?
Australia.
I think South Africa.
I think South Africa is.
I think South Africa has a better fielding unit currently, because Australia has lacked up. Australia has slipped up a little bit in the fielding.
So did South Africa. They're their own captain and dropped a catch and then let a couple boundaries through. Bavuma is not doing so well on the field. Maybe he's having a hard time picking the ball.
But I think
He's getting a little thick.
He's getting
What's the?
Bavuma, he's getting a little thick.
He's getting a little
Yeah.
thick.
He's short, and
He's getting easily.
yeah,
he
he's,
looks
he's,
a little
because
stubby.
He's not gonna expand this way. He's
Yeah.
gonna horizontal.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna go.
Yeah.
He's not gonna.
Yeah.
He's on something today.
No, I mean he does have a point. I do agree with you. You know, we were talking about it today.
As you get older, you get bigger. Anyway.
Look, 36-year-old Rohit Sharma versus 34-year-old Virat Kohli.
You would think it's like a
Man.
6-year difference. 7-year
You
difference.
think like
Yeah.
you think the guy's like
Sharma
30,
looks like
you know?
bro. The वो जो नहीं होता रोटी जिस पे बनाते हैं bro.
बेलन
वो जो
क्या उसे कहते हैं?
बेलन के नीचे जो होता है bro.
जो भी होता है
I think-
काउंटर टॉप.
I think
Countertop.
Yeah.
Here it's
Someone
countertop.
can agree with that shit.
Yeah,
You know?
it's so flimsy.
Yeah,
So
it's flimsy, bro. Because you
I
need
think-
that hard shit. No, but
I think रोटियां उसके ऊपर ही के बनाते हैं.
No, whatever he's doing,
Hmm.
he's looking a little chubby, but that's fine. I think he's batting amazing. So whatever he's doing,
Amazing.
You know
it's
what's
working. If he's having 500 touches before the game, it's working for him. Keep up.
Yeah. As long as you score, you can be 300 pounds and you can
Yeah.
come in. That's fine. But I'm just saying. I mean, you can tell that it's his last tournament.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
might,
gonna be like, oh,
it might
he's
be.
Gonna, he's
Yeah.
gonna get in shape for the next one. No.
didn't DeCock say he was
Yeah, he's
done
retired.
too? He's retiring too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are going to retire. So you know, like I really want it to be like a great World Cup because you're not going to see some of these players ever
Again, yeah,
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
it's gonna be sad. Yeah,
So
a lot of people. Yeah.
some are like on the verge. You're like, you could play another one, but
and
depending
you know
on
what? If I could have my pick, and if someone was like, if not Pakistan, then who? I would pick either South Africa or New Zealand to win the World Cup, just because they've never won.
Mhm.
South Africa or New Zealand,
So
they're
just
both doing.
sacrificing.
They're both doing really well.
They're both doing really well, and they both never won it.
They would be the seventh nation to win it
Yeah,
if they were to.
you know.
Because England just won their first one last year.
Yeah.
or last. Yeah,
Last
that should have been New Zealand. I'm still choked.
Yeah,
about
that was a
That
whole
was-
controversy.
Yeah, we can whine and cry about it. It's
But-
happened. You know what I mean? New Zealand has a chance now to
Yeah.
take it back. Let's see what
The thing is like, look, no matter what the sport is, if you are in that match, you got to win it convincingly.
Mm.
You have to, because a lot of controversy happens, right? Like, for
Yeah.
example, the whole Virat Kohli no ball debacle, right? Okay, yeah, it got avoided the other way, and then you're like, yeah, this and that, blah blah blah. But if you had enough runs or you stopped it, it would be a different game.
Yeah.
Right. So you got to win it convincingly.
Don't bowl a full toss.
There you go.
For that.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I'm. On that note, I would love to say that. Yeah, the New Zealand or South Africa would be
Mm.
great in the finals at least.
Which one?
New Zealand or South Africa in the finals would be
Yeah.
a sight because both of them are amazing teams. Yeah.
And South Africa, I'm still very.
He's very anti-South Africa.
Yeah. No, I'm not anti-South Africa.
I'm just saying.
skeptical.
Like,
you know,
if
I don't think they're gonna make it to the.
if like look. So every time your home country doesn't win, there's pain and emptiness inside you.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
You feel hollow. You
Yeah.
feel incomplete. You're like, oh, not
Yeah.
again. To ease that pain, if it was like South Africa or New Zealand, like, yeah, it's their first time. Like, good
Yeah.
for them.
Good
You know
for
what I mean?
them.
Like, you made their mark. But what are we doing now? Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night.
Friday night.
That's the big night. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
pull an all-nighter.
Watch Australia, South Africa.
Friday night.
No, Friday night is Pakistan, India.
Pakistan, India, sir.
Stupid. So Australia, South Africa today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, who's going down tomorrow?
I believe it's New Zealand, Sri Lanka.
New Zealand, Sri Lanka. Okay, that's going to be a good game. Oh, so bangers coming. These bangers coming.
I could be wrong.
I mean, bro, I'm telling you, Netherlands has played enough. I don't know why they started off this tournament with Netherlands, right?
Mhm.
It's like, oh my God, let's get to it. Let's go. You know, now we're here. Now we got like Australia, South
Bro,
Africa.
Netherlands is gonna pull an upset. Watch.
They have to.
They're gonna
I think
pull an
they have-
upset.
I mean,
Why are you even
you,
talking about Netherlands?
you're discounting them, but I think they're playing good cricket for the amount of exposure.
discounting them. They're going to be out.
No, of course they're going to be out. But I'm just saying they're playing good cricket for a nation that doesn't get to play these teams on a regular basis.
Yeah, look, I think we don't know what the top of the table is gonna look like, but the bottom of the table is gonna look like basically Netherlands, Bangladesh.
Well, they just won a game, by the way.
Yeah, but still, come on.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, by the way, guys, you guys are still every team has played 2 matches.
Almost, yeah. Except for Australia and South Africa.
I'm going to go from the bottom to the top, right? That's what I'm trying to do. So what I'm trying to say is, okay, Netherlands, you got Bangladesh, you got Afghanistan.
That's your bottom 3?
That's bottom 3,
Mhm.
right? And then you can easily start stacking Sri Lanka on top of that too, right? No, so what do you got? We got 4,
Yeah.
right? And then the top 6 is going to be hard, but I think in your top 4 you definitely have New Zealand this time around. I think you have them there. I don't think Australia makes top 4, right? So New Zealand, India, right? New Zealand, India. Then you've got South Africa, and maybe Pakistan.
But start from the bottom, sir.
Same. He's right. He's got.
That's your same order.
Crap about like the top and bottom 4. Let's talk about the top 4. They're gonna make it. Top 4. Bottom 4.
It's gonna be tough though. Top 4. I think top 4 is coming down. Top 4 is coming down to run rate, bro.
Net run rate.
Top 4 is really looking tough. All these teams are good, Nick.
That's what I'm saying.
Good cricket. It's gonna be tough. Right now, we can just speculate. We can just like guess who it's gonna be. We can't be like, oh, this team is gonna be there for sure.
Yeah.
Because nobody's.
I think India is gonna be there for sure.
Only been 2 games.
So,
7 more games to go. I mean, it's a long way.
You got to look at it also this way as well, that which team has beaten another top 6 team. New Zealand's beaten England, right? India's beaten Australia, right? Pakistan hasn't played a top 6 team. South Africa hasn't played. Well, they're going to play tonight, right? And so those are 2 that you got to count in there, right? That most likely will, right? So it's gonna get heated right about now. Like it's gonna pick up.
Yeah, it has to pick up. It has to pick up. Look, if Pakistan can have a convincing win, not even a convincing win, if they can just pull a W on their next game, that is almost bad for them.
Why
I'm telling you, they win against India, bro. They're gonna shit the bed right after.
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because they're gonna be like, we just beat India. For them, they could be like, this is our World Cup.
First time in ODI.
They've never beaten. If they win, right? Think about it. Every time they won from India, when it mattered, was they lost first in the group stage.
Yeah.
Champions Trophy lost in the group stage, right? World Cup
21
lost in the group stage, right? So because it's the thing, like Pakistan needs to constantly be against the wall, like all hell is about to break loose if you guys don't win, and that's when they'll pull it off. So we're gonna see a close game. It's not gonna be, because I think they haven't really healed the wounds of Asia Cup, so I think it's gonna be a close game, closer game. But the India batting lineup and our current bowling, that might be the 400 game.
Yeah,
and who's gonna chase that?
Somebody has to.
No, I don't
it might be. It might be chased.
It's not going to be 400.
No, it's probably not.
350.
Pakistan India game always brings that the butterflies, the nervousness. It's a packed stadium. Celebrities are gonna pop out. You're gonna see some in the crowd.
Exactly.
Twitter's going off.
Yeah.
I think that's one day that Twitter gets used the most.
But you know what? We need to see a century from Babar that day.
Yeah, Babar and Shaheen both need to
Babar and Shaheen
turn it on
right back around, and they need to show them that they mean business.
Yes.
Because if those 2 come through, that means everybody in Pakistan team has chipped in at some point in the World Cup already. Yeah, that's a good sign, right? So
Shadab needs to come back around too.
Shadab also, he's doing decent, but he needs to turn it up a little bit.
He needs to come back around. Yeah. He get the finger involved. If the ball's not turning for you, you gotta get the finger in there, bro. you got it, bro. Gotta do something,
Or just
don't take it to a something.
Just start bowling. Just turn into a freebie real fast. Quicker runs.
Try some, but Pakistan again, it's just you never know who's gonna perform. Who's gonna perform? It's we could be like, oh, you know what I was thinking. So many times we think Pandya is gonna be performing, or like Rohit Sharma is going to be performing, and then both of them don't perform, and other people pick it up. It's a hit and miss with this Pakistan India.
If I were to experiment in Pakistan,
which you love to do
which I love to do, I love experiments. I would pull this move that you suggested earlier.
Which one?
Which one? You drop the glasses and you bring in Fakhar Zaman.
Yeah. You could. I mean, they're both in the same kind of a nick.
Listen,
so
but if
Nick was a better fielder.
But if Fakhar Zaman shits the bed again, you do not put him back for
Just
the
send
rest
him
of the
home.
World Cup. Yeah,
Just send him.
send him home.
Mohammad Haris coming.
If I'm Fakhar Zaman and I got put back in after Abdullah Shafiq got 100, and now Babar came to me and he's like, "Yo, I need you to play because tu bade match ka player hai." And then I'm like, "Acha, theek hai. Drop kisko kar rahe?" He's like, "Imam is gonna sit out." He's like, "Damn, Imam is your friend, bro." And he's like, "Yeah, I need you for this game." I go to that game and I get out again. I'm faking an injury, bro. I'm going home. That's it.
Good
That's
thing,
it.
Good thing you're not a fucker.
Bro, fake an injury, go home, let somebody else come into the roster.
बड़े मैच उसको दिए तो हैं यार एशिया कप में उसने उसमें भी क्या कहते हैं झांकी मारी है तो फिर उसको दोबारा बड़े मैच
Yeah, but if you think about it, this is the wicket that he's supposed to be flourishing on.
Yeah.
Ball's coming onto the bat.
Yeah.
bro when you're not in nick
It doesn't matter, bro.
you give them बच्चा भी बॉल
Nick Cannon ले आओ और कितनी Nick चाहिए आपको?
yeah सही
Bro, like what? Like how many? Bro, he's been playing for like 10 matches straight. He's just shitting the bed.
Yeah.
bro
Like, what's the last thing you remember
when
about him?
stars are not aligning let it be
ये पाकिस्तानी कौम भी है ना वो परफॉर्म नहीं करेगी डाल दो कर देगा कुछ कर देगा
ऐसे थोड़ी चलता है काम यार पाकिस्तानी कौम पे बंदा डिपेंड करेगी
कितनी फ्लैक्ट करो
All I'm saying is like if you were gonna experiment, because you need hitters and you need
experiment
but bro, you need runs.
I think play the same team. Yeah, I think you play the same team.
Yeah, you play the same team.
Imam, you could because he's not doing anything anyways. But Imam, you
but
could.
The thing is,
the guy to watch out for, though, in my opinion, in that game, South Shakil. I think he's gonna,
inshallah,
make his debut 100.
If Imam doesn't do
Debut,
He's
already had it.
It's made in 100.
If Imam doesn't do anything next game against
India.
No, well, it is against India. So I think they're gonna go with the same team. They're not gonna
No, I'm saying like theoretically, if they even tried a different team, people and they lost the match, people would lose their mind.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is me. Like if I'm the captain, I would just mess around just for fun. Because the thing
that's
is,
why you're not the captain.
Good thing you're not the captain.
But here's the thing.
Good thing.
But here's the thing, though, right? Here's the thing. You make Fakhar a lot more powerful. You give him so much confidence. You're like, yo, like you can do it.
Just let him play the Champions Trophy video over and over.
Bro.
And then give him 5 rings and then becomes. But yeah, you give him 5 rings and it becomes Thanos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We don't need him to become Thanos because then half the stadium disappears.
Yeah. No, we need the full house.
Hassan Ali stays.
Hassan Ali still.
But no, look,
Full house, please.
no. I think they play the same team, but I think here's the thing. You guys looked at the stat box of the only team that has no sixes in the power play.
Man, did you? I looked at that.
Over 1,000 balls. Yeah.
Oh no! I mean, I saw that video.
Yeah.
I was shocked to my
and-
toes. No 6. UAE is above them.
Yeah.
Nepal is
Bro,
above them.
Jersey is above them. Did you know Jersey has a team? Do you know where Jersey is?
Is that?
Bro, it's a country in Europe, but it's an island essentially. But like they have sixes in the first 10 overs.
This is what I was saying yesterday. Look, their approach to like slowly build these innings and then we can come hit down later on. It's a good strategy, but it's not always going to work. That's not a match winning. Yeah, it's not a match winning strategy. Like
it works, but it's not always going to work. When you lose a couple early wickets, then you need a pickup, and then then you're relying on your boys to defend.
If I was India for like a mind game, I would, as soon as somebody does hit that 6, I would have fireworks going off in the stadium. Just to rub it, just be like, why did it take so long? Like
that might even like rile them up, the Pakistanis. Like, oh, what they said, they did this.
No, but look, at the end of the day, the W is what matters, right?
Mm-hmm.
But all I'm saying is, look, that approach is not always going to work. What happened in the Asia Cup match that you lost, right? Because Pakistan is known for this thing. You have a good start, and then you lose a wicket, and then everything crumbles. The house of cards falls down, right? That cannot happen. This is what I was like when I was talking about Babar. Like, I'm not taking anything away from his class. Even the 10 runs he scored, he had 2 boundaries in there, beautiful boundaries in there. So it likes the balls coming onto the bat. It's just unfortunate, that he got the slightest of nicks and went to the keeper, right? But at the same time, what I'm saying is like when people come in, you should be coming like sometimes yes. in a match, you have to come in early because someone lost a wicket early. But if you have to repeatedly do that, then it's not like a thing that you have to do once in a while. It's like it's a normal everyday thing, right?
Yeah.
You're down one wicket and now you're building.
Yeah, true. And good luck to both teams that day. But you guys are overlooking the banger that's gonna happen tonight, man.
Yeah.
Australia, South Africa.
Yeah.
That's not gonna be a small game. You only play each other once.
Yeah.
These guys
Before
come
playoffs,
these are coming face to face tonight. These are two heavy, like teams. Mitchell Stark versus Van der Dussen.
Yeah.
Quinton de Kock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God!
It's going to be a slugfest, though. I feel like it's going to be 300 plus.
It's going to be 350 easy.
Yeah.
350 easy. You guys,
I think like we've gone up 100 runs, bro. Like back in the day, it was like 250 was like like 250 was like a bare minimum. You got 260, 270. Like that's a winnable.
This Pakistan record they broke is going to get rebroken in this World Cup.
Oh,
you think Chase?
So that's my new prediction. Somebody's going to chase more than 3.
I bet you $50 on that.
Well, I still haven't received my previous ones, so no.
Listen, man, when the World Cup is over, we're going to give you your present. We're going to do a live presentation. I'm going to give you a brown one, or maybe I'm going to make enough money back that you're going to give it to me. So what's the point? Like it's.
Yeah.
Do you want me to hand it to you to feel good?
Yes.
Okay. You know what?
The tap is open.
Next-
The tab is open.
Next
No,
episode.
No, I don't like open tabs.
Okay, next episode, I'm going to bring him a brown bill, and he can take it. And इसने शर्त लगाई है, हराम है. Bad for you.
World Cup tab is open.
World Cup.
That's
what I was
The
thinking.
World Cup goes along. The bets keep जुआ हो रहा है, full जुआ हो रहा है. सट्टा लग रहा है. पैसे छाप रहा है बंदा.
Yeah.
लेकिन कोई नहीं. टैब खुला रहे देखते हम भी.
Astaghfirullah.
So you're putting 50 on that?
I'm
This
putting
record's
it-
not going to get broken? You're saying it's not going to get broken?
No.
Okay, let's do it. Another bet in the making. $50 for
No, you know what? No, I'll bet you after tonight's game.
no.
Because it's South Africa's known to chase that 400. I'm not messing with them. So, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it.
मुझे चाहिए नहीं मुझे चाहिए नहीं
Alex,
नई सीडी निकली.
I'm talking to my man like that. Ma.
please don't.
That's his son, bro.
I know.
Now you're his son.
What do you guys think about Drake's new album?
Garbage.
I didn't listen to it.
I haven't listened. I will listen to one song, the one J. Cole. That's what.
I only listen. Yeah, I also listened to the J. Cole verse, bro. Drake's a weird guy now, bro.
Yeah, that's the only song that everybody's hyping up, I think. And
Because he's just messing around with the young people now. Like we thought look, the last, because what did he have? The last was like a dance album or something like that, right?
I don't even
Something, yeah. So he had like some weird.
I don't follow him like that.
Yeah, so he had a weird like this like a hype album that was like a dance tracks and like a party album type thing. So I read something online and it was like it's like Drake is maturing backwards. So like the projects that he did earlier are like they're more relevant for like this age Drake, but he's trying to cling on to the fountain of youth and he wants to still be young.
Yeah.
So he's doing these features with like these young people because he thinks like that's what the people are listening to. But it was like, no, if you gave us good music, we would listen to you regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But shout out J. Cole, man. What a verse.
Go.
on that note, while the music is still playing in our ears,
Mhm.
right, that J. Cole's still bumping, let's call it a night. And
We'll either see you guys very excited or we'll see you guys very depressed the next time we see you. Because it will be after post game
Yes.
Pakistan India. So I hope we can all come here representing our stars and not say the stars were not in line.
Good
yeah,
one.
man,
That's a good one.
let's see what the future has